The sane washing and normalization has taken no time to start with this new Trump administration. I've got one clip for you, and then I want to talk about what we are to expect. Here is Jake Tapper on CNN referring to the Trump Vance campaign of 2024 as very disciplined and within the realm of normalcy. I'm struggling to remember that part. Take a listen.
Before I bring in Daniel Dale to do some fact checking on some of the things he said that were not true about January 6, 2021, I think it's important to point out that the Trump Vance campaign in 2024 was a very disciplined campaign and did a decent job of depicting President Trump as somebody who obviously had strong feelings on the border, somebody who had strong feelings on inflation and a disruptor, but somebody who was within the realm of normalcy, which is not obviously what we just heard from the new president there in Emancipation Hall.
There are about 100 things wrong with this, and it all goes to really this desire to keep access. So first of all, Jake Tapper is correct that the speech that Trump delivered in this room after being sworn in was completely off the wall nonsense. He's right about that. But where he and so many of the other media outlets are going wrong is that they are framing it as a departure from the campaign. The campaign was disciplined. It was within the realm of normalcy. He expressed strong feelings about inflation and the border and crime and blah, 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 blah. And then now he's up there and he's telling lies. It's such a surprise that this happened. We all know that the campaign, number one, was not disciplined, right? I mean, they said they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. And then when questioned about it, J.D. Vance goes, oh, we're going to make up stories if we need to. We'll just fabricate these news stories if we have to get people to pay attention to the stuff we want them to pay attention to. That's not disciplined in any way. Trump, viciously attacked primary opponents, bird brain, Nikki Haley, this, that. He sort of played to the most extreme elements of the MAGA base. It was not a disciplined campaign. It was not within the realm of normalcy. So then there's really two issues. One is, if you had covered the campaign accurately, Jake or CNN, as not disciplined, not normal, you would then realize, oh, the speech that he gave yesterday and the stuff he said in the Oval Office and in Statuary Hall and in the inauguration speech, it's exactly what we would have expected from the campaign that he ran. Only because they already tried sane washing the campaign are they now in this position to have to say, well, we're going to have to fact check some of that stuff because it is filled with lies, very different than the campaign. Now, this is only now because you've got to create some kind of explanation as to why you normalized the campaign. And now in retrospect, you've got to figure out, oh, this is really wacky stuff. Here's the bigger picture. This is going to happen extensively during the next 2 and 4 years. I'm already seeing, I'm not going to name anybody right now, but I'm already seeing more folks than you would normally see do this, realizing if I am simply in the opposition to Trump, I will have no access, starting to play coy and saying stuff like what Jake Tapper is saying. And it's all out of a desire to appear balanced when Trump is totally whacked out. Why would you be neutral in reporting that? You should report it objectively and accurately, which is this guy's whacked. You're gonna see it a lot. Now, of course, we're not doing that. As I told you, I hope Trump succeeds as president for the betterment of this country. And I say that about every single president. I said it about Trump the first time around. We are not going to be softening on Trump and excusing the wacky things that he does, dangerous things that he does, negative things that he does, in order to try to get access. We're not going to get access. That's it. It's just like we're on the out. I don't expect to be invited back to the White House for a long time. If for any reason I was invited, I would go and then my reporting wouldn't change. But there are, I think, other media outlets who don't want to be on the outs for 4 years. And CNN seems to be one of them. And they are starting to ramp up the normalization and the sane washing. It's very ugly stuff.